Welcome back. We are in beautiful Honduras, hanging off a mountain. And in today's video, we're going to be going over a rant about selling AI. And then you're going to watch me get some leads live for my AI agency. Okay? I make videos every single day on this channel, documenting me building a new offer from zero to maybe 100 grand a month. I don't know where we're going to take it. And I answer all of your questions down below in the comments. All right? So leave some questions down below. Now, let's go ahead and hit this rant, shall we? So, I was thinking about this and selling AI, like the whole AI angle in the info space, right? People that sell coaching and courses, AI is the hottest thing to sell. And what you're seeing happening right now, let me see if I could actually make myself bigger. What you're seeing happening right now is everybody, doesn't matter if they coach dropshipping, trading, um, agencies, right? Everybody is just slapping this AI tag on what they're selling because it makes it a unique mechanism. It makes it something that people desire because everybody's curious about AI. And to its core, selling AI and building an agency or any type of business based around AI doesn't break the fundamental principles that make a business work, right? Which is to acquire attention and get leads. It's to book appointments, it's to close appointments, and it's to deliver for your customers and clients. And I was just listening to a podcast from Sam Ovens, and he was talking about this. I definitely recommend go throw on a Sam Ovens podcast, and he's going to tell you things that go against what everybody online's telling you, right? Same thing with Alex Becker. These are the two guys that I look up to a lot, um, and they are they don't try to be, but they're very contrarian to what the masses in the entrepreneur space are talking about, which is getting the penthouse and the cars and increasing your lifestyle and making money quick. These guys are like, no, dude, I've been doing this for 15 years. I would say even after 10 years, I wasn't even good yet. And the whole goal is to just become the best at what you do and the best at actually solving a problem for somebody. And so for this offer, what we're doing is like, if we want to scale and build this thing into something real, the whole goal is to get extremely good at helping realtors get clients. Like, that's the whole goal. With my coaching business, if you're running a coaching business, my whole goal is to get extremely good at helping people make slash scale, online, like their biz, like either make a ton of money or help scale their business. So that's the whole goal, and that's the only thing your goal should ever be. Just because there's new trends around AI, it doesn't change the fundamental principles that make a business work. And nobody seems to realize this, and they get upset when they send outreach for a week and it doesn't work and they don't get responses, or when they take 10 sales calls and all of them flop. There's something that I see a common trait in between all of my clients. I work with guys, a lot of younger entrepreneurs, right, in my coaching business. And the people that absolutely crush it, like the guys I would say at least above 10 grand a month, like the guys doing like 10, 30, 50, 100, like that, around there per month, these guys have all been through the same thing that I've been through and that you'll eventually go through as well, which is this idea that you have to, there's like a period in your entrepreneurial journey where you're just eating shit. For me, it was a year of literally waking up every single day for a year straight, consistent and disciplined, and eating shit and not getting any return on my time or my money. Wasting money, sold my car to start my business, spent 8 months before getting a single client. 8 months. Most people can't go a month. Think about that. 8 months waking up every day, doing things to generate leads, and unable to close a client for 8 months. Most people aren't willing to endure that pain. And so, above any tactic and any strategy, it's the whole idea that you have to get over this curve, right? Where, I mean, what's the best way for me to illustrate this so you can really understand the point? I would say you could think about it like, I mean, this is an easy one. This is something I show my clients. Like, the actual phrase that I say is that nothing happens for a while. So let's say like this right here is money, and over here is time. This is a this is a clock, okay? Over here is time. You can tell I don't have my little pad to draw on, but nothing happens for a while over time, and then everything happens all at once. And this period where everything happens all at once, it's usually just an accumulation of the skills that you've been working on during this time until the outputs start coming from the inputs that you're doing. And so in the same way, you know, I've sent probably over 1 million cold DMs in my life, um, over 1 million outreach messages. I've gotten to the point where my skill set in outreach, as I launch this new campaign that we're doing live, it's to the point where I will get faster results than somebody that's never done it before. And it's not like it makes sense, right? I've just done it for so long and sent 1 million that I know the nuance that comes with getting good at something, right? And I wouldn't even say I'm like great at it at all, but I'm decent. I'm a little bit better than when I started. And that's all the game is. That's the stuff people don't want to hear, but if you're somebody that really wants to change your life, and there's not many that are like that. There's not many that, you know, there's something else, another thing, another part of the rant here. There's something called trade-offs. This is something I was thinking about. I think I've talked about this in another video. I'll hit on it quickly. Any decision you make, whether it's what you're going to eat for breakfast, what time you're going to go to sleep, who you're going to partner with in business, what lead gen thing you're going to do, are you going to switch your script, are you going to run ads, are you going to hire this person? It doesn't matter what decision you make, who you're going to date, who you're going to marry, where you're going to live. Every decision you make, even on like a micro level, like if you decide to get up now or sleep in another hour, every decision you make has something called a trade-off. And this is something that aligns with like first principle thinking, right? And or not only first principle thinking, but the order of consequences from the decisions you make. First order, second order. I've talked about that in one of these videos. Same thing with trade-offs, right? If I decide to go and spend a year of my life eating shit, I am trading off the quote unquote fun that I would have had staying in college, joining a frat, partying all day, etc. And that's a trade off, that's a sacrifice that I was willing to make. And so I think the reason, if you look at this diagram right here, this is like all you need to really understand to like grow a business is in like this is the money that you make, this is the time that it takes to get there. Nothing will happen for a long time and then you'll have a spike. And if we see this chart out further, like if we extend it out and I just erase this, what this actually looks like as well is this spike will balance out. And then again, you're learning a new skill set. You're getting better. You're getting good at what you do, the problem you solve for people, and the skills that come in business. You're going to stay right here. And then eventually, it's going to happen all at once again, and you're going to hit a higher peak. Right? And that's basically what my businesses look like. You know, from zero in a year, I got to like 10 grand a month. Then I stalled out around there. Then I got to 30. Then I stalled out around there. And now I'm at like the 50 mark. And the same thing will happen getting to 100, 500, a mil, wherever the hell I want to get to. So that's a bit about my rant. You have to really audit. Doesn't matter if you're selling AI or whatever hot new thing there is. Are you willing to make the sacrifice required to make this thing work? To put in the time to get good enough to start getting the outcome and the output from the inputs that you're doing. That is it to its core, man. I can't explain that any better, in my opinion. Let me know if you have questions on that. I'll answer them in the next video. Now let's get some leads live for my agency. I have to go to a wedding in about 30 minutes, so I'll show you the progress that we're making. I'm finishing building the list of leads for all these locations because it takes such a long time and I have pretty bad internet here. But right now we're on Seattle, so I'm gonna get 1,000 leads of realtors in Seattle, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna search up, or I'm gonna do hashtag Seattle Realtor. I'll grab this and I'll pull this open in Instagram. And if I slap this in here, Seattle Realtor. This is how I get my leads, and it's a very simple process. If I come here, you could see all the hashtags Seattle Realtor, Seattle Real Estate. Let's see what else we got. Seattle Life, Seattle Realtors. Okay, so we'll go Seattle Realtor, we'll go Seattle Real Estate, we'll go Seattle Realtors, we'll go Seattle, I don't know what else, real estate agent. That's how we're going to find our 1,000 leads. Let's make this smaller. So we're gonna go ahead and click scrape. We're gonna add a filter if you want the software. I'm gonna drop the affiliate link down below. I still haven't done it, but I'm gonna do it for this one. I hope so. You'll see if it's down there or not. Keywords. What keywords do I care about on here? Basically, just like realtor, real estate, real estate agent. I'm gonna make sure it's not an exact match. And then I'm just gonna click scrape. So here we're gonna get 1,000 leads. Uh, what I can do now is I could actually launch the campaigns that I already have connected. So like if I go to San Jose Realtors and I go, my VA came in yesterday and updated all the follow-ups, literally everything for each of these campaigns, which is great. But I'm gonna add in this. So like for the San Jose Realtors one, for the targets, I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna click on San Jose Realtors, right? I'm just gonna click that. It's gonna save. Just gonna make sure this looks good to go. Yeah, okay, I think this is good. So New York, let's connect the list of leads. Go to targets, 1,000 New York realtors. So it's actually only grabbing like 500 because it filters them by the, so we have about 500 leads here, which will last us per account. This will last us a while since the accounts are warming up. So this will be solid. This will last us, I think, at least a couple of months, maybe a month. So I'm going to save that. Let's go San Fran. Let's see if we have the list sorted. Okay, 1,000 San Fran realtors. We have 785 on this one. Tampa. Yeah, we got Tampa. And LA, we got LA. All right, so we're going to launch these campaigns because it's taken us way too damn long to do this. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing ripping. So, yeah, we'll just do this. Continue. Yeah, this thing's gonna be fun, growing this business, man. I'm like super excited. And there's one thing that I learned, like if you're somebody that watches along, I believe this channel will blow up. Not necessarily blow up, but we'll just start getting some real traction within the next 3 months. And I think it's because you have to see me actually getting results and getting clients for people to actually want to start paying attention. But regardless, I'm filming each of these videos. And I'm doing so because you could look back on this in 3 months and it becomes irrefutable evidence that I am good at what I do and I could help other people do it. And that is my incentive and my intention with it as well. One thing that I learned actually from Sam Ovens as well is there are, when you get started in business, the people that excel relatively quickly are the people that pay to learn, right? Kind of like pay to win in video games. It's business is pay to win to a certain degree, right? I sold my car to buy courses, and without those courses, I would still be living with my mom right now. But a downside that comes from purchasing courses and coaching is that you lose the ability to trust your own gut, your own instinct, and your own intuition. And that's something I'm relearning now. I spoke with a lot of friends about launching this new offer to realtors alongside Spartan scaling my coaching business. And a lot of people told me, no, it's a dumb idea. You're going to split your focus. Doesn't make sense. But there was something in my gut that was like, holy crap, Christian, you're putting, real stuff. I'm putting my balls on the table, like my balls on the line, right? Like if this just absolutely flops, it'll be on my reputation. And Naval Ravikant talks about that as well, reputation. You want to put your reputation on the line. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm putting like my balls on the table, and in my head, in my gut, I'm like, dude, Christian, it's risky, right? To start this. It'll split focus. You probably won't make as much money as you could in the short term. But if you pull it off, if you get this to, bro, 30 grand a month, let's say 100. If I get this to 100 grand a month from scratch and I show everything, if you pull, this is what I hear inside my head. If you pull it off, what if? Like, what if you pull it off? What will happen? I believe the reward of risking my reputation and putting my name on the line like that is worthy of the potential reward. It's all about risk, right? And I know, given my skill set, I'm hedging my risks, right? given my skill set, I've worked with realtors already. I now have a business partner that's going to help me on the delivery side because I don't have the time to focus on that. I've done outreach. I've sent probably 1 million. So I'm hedging my risk and I'm saying, hey, based on all these criteria, I think I can pull it off. Is it a risk? Yeah. That's another rant though. Hopefully you get some value to that. And to Sam Oven's credit that I mentioned, he tells you the same thing. You know, learn from people, but understand there are two people that'll get drastically, excuse me, they'll get the same results in drastically different manners. Take two entrepreneurs, both of them billionaires. They both will tell you completely different things. I had to pause, but back to my point. Um, Sam Ovens literally talks about this, and he says, you know, two people can get the same results and tell you that they did it in completely different ways. And the only thing that that tells you is that there is no one way. And the next thing that that tells you is that a lot of the times you should be betting on your own intuition and gut in terms of what you should be doing. That's another thing to consider. Anywho, so if I come back here, let's go back into the outreach accounts. This should be opened up. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. So right now we're getting the list of Seattle ready, so we can launch account 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's go into 1 and let's just rip it. So I'm gonna go up here, account 1, and I want to make sure it's set to okay, this is actually, it's already sending messages. Ah, my VA started it. That's what it was. Interesting. Okay, so if I go back here, okay, so we've sent 9 messages. So if I pull up the inbox, so we have account 1 sending messages. Okay, we have a couple accounts of sending messages already. We have LA going out. Okay, I remember now. So my VA, what he actually did. Sorry, I have a freaking spider on me, man. That's what happens when you come to a different country. But my VA launched all the outreach accounts, but everything past account 5 is not ready to go. So I need to pause. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So I need to pop this back open. So account 6, I need to pause this because, like, who's it even messaging? You know what I mean? Let's see. Is account 6 sending? Yeah, see, it's not sending. Okay. Let's see the rest. Make sure they're not sending any. Account 7. No, but is account 5 sending? It sent 1. It just started sending because it got the list of leads. That makes sense. I bet you New York is like 1 as well. Yeah. So these are all going out now. This is freaking perfect, dude. Account 3 should have sent like 90. Is this still... Are we still live on account 3? Oh, we got... Hopefully we don't get banned, dude. We gotta refresh account 3. Come on. Come on, internet. We need account 3 going out. If we look on the extension... yeah, okay, so account 3 stopped sending. So account 3 is not sending. Account 2 is sending. And account 1 is sending. So it looks like account 3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... If I go here... If I go to account 3... Can this become smaller? Okay, I'm going to stop account 3 and I'm going to relaunch it. Okay, so we're good on this then, you know? We're sending out messages already. All I need to send out across like these first 10 accounts is just a list of leads, which it just takes a couple of hours to get all the leads from Instagram and then filter them out, etc. But yeah, messages are going out. So we're making solid progress, okay? I'm gonna organize this. So I'm gonna go right here, and we'll see if it loads. Yeah, we're having trouble connecting to the internet here, and this is our strongest account as well. So we'll figure this out. Okay, I mean, anyways, besides that, we're sending messages. So if I pull up, I could leave this open while it's sending, and then if I go to, yeah, like if I just grab all of this, let's minimize this. Okay, yeah, so all of these are open. I'm just gonna leave this here so the messages are going out. If I look at overall messages sent from, no, I want to see, can I filter by date? We'll just we'll get on top of tracking this stuff even when we're at a small volume. So like so far, we'll look at the day before. This is how we track, right? So if I go to tracking here, now we're gonna seriously start tracking since messages are going out. So let's look at the 18th. Let's look at yesterday. We sent 1, 2, 3. We sent 3 messages, you know, so like nothing. But today, so far, we've sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're definitely making progress. So what I'm just gonna come in here and I'm gonna say for the 18th, we sent, how many was it? 3? Yeah, 3, and then today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Today it's 9, but it's gonna become more as more send out today. So here I'm gonna go 3, 9, and then if I just look at inbox, or if I go to CRM here, replied. Okay, yeah, so we don't have any replies just yet. Remember that like there is a time delay between when you send outreach messages, you start getting responses. I would say it would take, if everything runs smoothly, about 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks to start consistently booking calls, as long as they scale efficiently and nothing happens with account restrictions. That would be the only issue. So yeah, that's all we have to track for right now. That's the update for today. If you have questions, follow along, dude. Would love to have you. Would love to share value to you, right? I'm gonna go to this wedding, and peace out from Honduras, man. I'll see you home in about a week. I'm gonna be here for a week. You're gonna be seeing my face here in this background for a week. All right? Take care, man. Peace.